Hey everybody, today we're going to be trapping more Shieldbot users. I'm in Kingdom 214. Most of LH family is here. I actually already trapped once yesterday, I think, but I forgot to record it. So I'm just looking to drop my shield now. And this time, actually, I am baiting with anti-scar because I don't want them to see my T2 frontline, my new comp. I just want to keep that to myself, and believe it or not, anti-scar trapping works just as fine. They still would test my frontline and rally me. So now let's see how fast they'll find me here. Probably within 30 seconds. All right, exactly at 18 seconds within of my shield dropping, Gaben here ported in with his scar. Actually, Gaben also ported yesterday within 30 seconds of me dropping my shield, set a rally without testing my front line, but they set after another guy. Well, so they probably know I'm trapping now. And the burner here found me in about 3 minutes of my shield dropping. I'm guessing they found me by bot too, unless they're extremely lucky. And looks like not weak rally lead, other than 10 castle stars. So they sent a 375k wall march and now sent 375k T4, T2 inf. I find that a bit interesting because if you're just looking to test my front line, you don't send that many troops. It's kind of a waste of resources and troops. Like when I test some things frontline, I only send 5,000 T2 troops. That's all you need. So I'm not switching my talents yet because if I switch now, they're going to see they're doing less damage. They'll know something. I changed something. Now they're coming in with range, and something really interesting happened here. As you can see, the range hit did more damage than the infantry hit. Range did 26k, infantry did 23k. I did not change my stats or anything. I was about to change talents, but I just realized I'm not supposed to yet. So I didn't change anything, and they ended up doing more damage with that range. So it will probably confuse them over what frontline I'm in. Now they sent a cav with no buffers and did the most damage, of course. So now I'm guessing they're gonna think I'm infantry front, but it wouldn't really make sense if I were them, because if they're infantry front, your range hit shouldn't do more damage than infantry. So I already got 100k in my infirms. So it kind of sucks. Now my infirm space is kind of filled up. So which means I'm going to be able to take in less troops, which means more losses. So they actually sent another cav hit here. I don't know what exactly was the reason of that. Did slightly less damage than the last one. Probably they changed out a hero or something. Or wait. Oh yeah, they had slightly more T4 in the last hit, so it makes sense. And they actually sent a lot of, tested me like 12 times, almost filled my infirms, testing me so many times with different troop types, and in the end, they finally set the rally. They actually set a fake rally before this, so a 200 million mic guild, it seems like they're just really afraid of losing troops. Maybe they already recognized my account, I don't know. As you can see, they put their range gear on, which I know obviously they're baiting with their range gear, trying to trick me into thinking they're going range, so I will stay on infantry and they go cav. But I don't think anyone will fall for that, especially after they tested you like more than 10 times. And the moving speed were quite quick, so I expect it's most likely cavalry. I switch my talents now, and I'm sure it's cavalry, even though they just want to put the gear on in the last second, like all Lees would. So actually here, I shouldn't go into the talents place because that actually takes some extra time. Good thing they didn't carpet the rally at all. I was able to get both phalanx and gear swap. But if they carpeted that, they might actually caught me out of gear or even both. So they actually could have gotten a really good hit there, to be honest. It looks like they're also missing one of the pack fives, the Frostwing. As you can see, only 300k to the back line with the one pack five, 300k to the front line, 600k damage. Now, this showcases how my trap does really well against cav rallies, like I said in one of the previous videos. Even if he had both maxed, probably only around 900k, just add another 300k for the Frostwing. It might not even fully activate, so maybe even less. So now I move to Kingdom 1. Let's take a look at all the guilds. There are some guilds, there are 15 guilds with over 100 million mice, so definitely shield bot users here. Let's drop our shield. Again, I'm baiting with anti-scar. Don't want them to really see my comp now. Before, when I had like 35-ish million troops, I was fine with them seeing my comp. My comp wasn't that big, but now it's bigger, more of rally party trap comp. Really want to keep that to myself now. As you can see, my comp didn't change much, just except the increased T2 inf count. Alright, so in this kingdom, I'm assuming their bots are not gonna find me as fast as the other kingdom, but probably still within a couple minutes, I'm gonna guess. Alright, so within 1 minute, 2 guilds found me, CYB and CT2. Tony looks like a really strong account, well, maxed castle stars, and this Furo R guy looks like an average lead. Yeah. Tony here. Okay, so Furo sent a wall breaker march, and Tony was about to send a cav march, but actually didn't. So Furo sent a cav hit, and as you can see, Tony here set a rally on me without testing my front line. So that's a bit surprising to me, if you ask me. Now, Furo R also set a rally. They didn't even hit me one more time after hitting with cav, but I guess they probably know it's infantry front now, because if I'm range front, cav hits usually do no damage. So yeah, they know I'm either in for cav front, and they didn't really bother finding out what exactly it is. So okay. So they sent another cav hit. I didn't change anything, so it should do about the same damage, but actually that did way less damage. Probably because they put their main cav heroes in the rally, and they just used random heroes or weaker cav heroes for that. So as you can see, Tony's gonna march first, but I have no clue what he's sending. And since he's the one first, I'm gonna have to take his rally, counter his in gear. Actually, you can see this did even less damage. Probably did something he wasn't supposed to. Anyways, so I switched the piercing spike for savage breath because I'm not feeling too confident right now. So I'm like kind of nervous right now because I have no clue what Tony's sending, as he didn't test my front line. Absolutely no clue. So I'm gonna have to look at the watchtower. If they carpet, I don't know. Even if they send cav, I'd probably get countered. I'm not gonna switch my formation yet. A lot of times they just like to send infantry, but we'll see. So you can see I actually panicked here and kind of messed up. So I took a look at the watchtower. It is cavalry, not that many T5, just 500k. So I was like, maybe I just want to take a counter and then just counter the next. I was like, just like sometimes I do. And I was like, okay, let's counter the next guy. And then when let's take a look, my game crashed. Thanks a lot, IGG. So I remember the Mai I was before Tony hit. Let's take a look at the Mai, so I'll know if it's cavalry, then okay, it's fine, even if I'm out of gear. Okay, so Tony was at 810-ish million Mai, now 803. Okay, so I counter that guy. Even though I was out of gear, I countered them in monster gear. Actually, a decently good take for me in monster gear, 1.5 million. It shows, and Tony got a fat hit, 7.8 million, over 10 million in the news, but I don't think that hit hurt my T4, so it's fine. Now, this CYB, this Pharaoh, oh, and Tony got a pretty good cav set, if you ask me. Max Astrolite on the drums. More rallies are being set, which is a good thing. Tony hits really hard. There were only like 500k T5 in the rally. Imagine if there were 1 million, probably would have hurt more. So, and then this Furo R guy, I think they test my front line again because they're probably confused. Tony got such a beast hit with cav, and they got like a being countered hit. So I think so I switched back to infantry front line. They tested my front line again. Probably because, and It did even less damage. Now they have their heroes back. I wonder why. But they only have 2 familiars and probably changed some other stuff they weren't supposed to. So more rallies are being said. They actually think I'm offline probably because I didn't get to switch gear and nobody tested me in range phalanx. I switched back to infantry right after good thing my game didn't crash for like 10 minutes. It just was a sudden crash. If it's like internet issues, everything, then I probably would have been zeroed. But actually, now the next lead looks like is from another maxed account. Looks like has Lightweaver as the leader. I'm guess it's not cavalry. They didn't test my phalanx either. I would guess it's infantry range, but they might be trying to bait that. So I don't want to take another counter hit. So I gotta be careful for this one. I might even switch to fake gear like 2 or 3 seconds before the rally walks, just in case I'm not able to switch to real gear or do anything if they fast carpet. Just at least I get hit in some sort of gear, not just basically 0 or stat gear. My fake gear isn't that weak still. It's better than some rally traps actually. Real gear. So just setting more rallies, but I'm just gonna counter this one. I'm not gonna take counter hits or anything. So actually 2 people are still walking, did not notice. But now I'm gonna wait. When the rally is about to walk, I'll switch to fake gear and then I'll get real gear on and counter if possible. Okay, so looks like they're walking pretty quickly, but they probably used wing boots. That doesn't say anything about what it is. One of them speeding in quickly. The other one, okay, about to walk. Fake gear. Range luminary marksman. I'm already in infantry wedge, so we can just pour. There we go. I think I did pretty well to hide my real gear. All right. That was a really big hit. Oh, 6-piece champ, 2 maxed astrolite pieces. Well, the champion plate was at level 10 astrolite, so not as much. But okay, now I'm gonna switch to monster gear, but I want them to see my fake gear, just to trick them into thinking that the fake gear is my real gear. I'm trying to hide my real gear and bait in my monster gear. So they're probably canceling. Yep. The rallies are canceling. I will show you all the leads, their gear, and what I feel about these rallies, my opinion on the damage and everything. So that's it for now. And yeah. All right, so I found screenshots of most gears of the rally lead, and now let's take a detailed look at the reports. Now let's take a look at the reports. First hit from the burner here did 600k damage. It was a cavalry blast on my range. I was in gear, in talons, and everything. So yeah, as you can see, my familiars. He's missing one of the pack 5. The other one is maxed. Let's take a look. A medium average amount of T5, I will say 100k, 300k damage to my backline, 300k to my front line. So if he had the other pack 5, it would have been that and add another 300k. So basically 900k is all I would take damage. So that shows how my trap does really well against cat rallies. Tony is the next lead here. This one I took a cav blast counter from pretty much a maxed account. If you take a look at the Chasm stars and everything, he's got the 11k hero, 7.8 million. I think it's only T2. No, did not touch my T4. Good thing I have the Savage Breath in there. That probably helped out. And yep, just the typical familiars those top rally leads use, double max pack 5. And actually, a really low amount of T5, in my opinion. 500k for kill that big. 7.8 million damn cast salties to my T2. As you can see, they have one 11k. They're missing Shapeshifter. And yeah. And the next one, Ferraro R. This is a cav on my range. My game crashed, so I couldn't put on my work gear. So I actually took this in monster gear. I did not intend to do that, but it is what it is. To be honest, I feel like it's a quite good take. Less than 1.5 million damage for a hit taken at monster gear. They had double max pack 5. Let's take a look. 900k to the back line. If I was in real gear, probably could have reduced that greatly. So also for the damage to the front line. Less than 600k to the front line. Take a look at their heroes. Pretty good heroes lineup. Decent amount of T5. Yep. And the next, KS Lan Lu here. Let's take a look. Oh, they're still in their range gear. Yeah, I just killed their leaders not long ago and shielded. So this is a range on my infantry. I was in gear for this and it still did really good damage. 1.7 million. And that's a good reason why I should instantly boost my T4 count or convert my T4 to T5. Heavy T5 for this one. And yeah, actually did 1 million damage to my cav, the range pack 5. That's quite big damage. And double 11k, of course. Yep. And yeah, it looks like everybody filled 60% T5. Oh, someone filled pure T5, it looks like. Yeah. And someone filled pure T4 too. To be honest, the guy that filled pure T4 in this rally, T5 heavy rally, should have been kicked. Well, yeah, that's it for today's video. See y'all in the next one.